Friends, the Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Glory to you, O Lord. Now, while Jesus was speaking to the crowds, his mother and his brothers appeared outside, wishing to speak with him. Someone told him, "Your mother and your brothers are standing outside, asking to speak with you." But he said in reply to the one who told him, "Who is my mother? Who are my brothers or sisters?" And stretching out his hand toward his disciples, he said, "Here are my mother and my brothers. For whoever does the will of my heavenly Father is my brother and sister and mother." Friends, the gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord. It seems that the teaching of Jesus here, especially the last two lines, "For whoever does the will of my heavenly Father is my brother and sister and mother." It sounds very straightforward, isn't it? What does it mean? Kind of answers the question of what does it mean to be a Christian today? You know, what does it mean to be a Christian today? That is, become the brother and the mother and the sister of Jesus. Not too long ago, we also heard that Jesus was contending with the Pharisees. Why? Because Jesus was trying to correct their overly formalistic, this formalism, right? They were so stuck with the law that they were not mindful somehow of what the law does to them, right? So I think this is a very good introduction to, or preface to what Jesus is trying to say here, that, just like Jesus' criticism against the Pharisees, because they were not aware that this law was actually meant to draw something or engender something in us. So I think Jesus here is also saying that all the things that we do here as Catholics, as Christians, our observances, the Mass that we love, the Bible, the reading the Bible and the rosaries, all these prayers are not end in themselves. That we have to be aware that all of these are trying to engender something in us. And what is this something that's aimed at engendering in us? It is this person to become a brother, a sister, a mother of Jesus, becoming this Christian for others, this becoming the face of Jesus in every person. Because more than anything, what our observances are simply paths that bring us to becoming the person that Christ wants us to be. Pope Benedict, at some point in his writings, he said that every Christian ought to see Christ in every person. Ought to see Christ in every person. Even if this person, we don't like this person, if this person annoys us or, corrects us or ignores us or betrays us even. Still, that is why we are, this is what pro-life is all about. Pro-life is about seeing Christ in the other. Who am I to, because we are made, of course, in the image of God, and who am I to divest that core of our dignity, that we are children of God. For us to be children of God is that there is Christ in each and every one of us. Yes, in this person might disappoint us. This person might be difficult to forgive. This person might be difficult to love because this person does not know how to love us back. And yet, Christ lives in this person. Through this person, we have come to know Christ. But that is why we come to the Eucharist, to nourish ourselves. Because at some point we become weak. We are weakened by the very poor manifestations of Christ's presence in the world. That is why we need the Eucharist to nourish us, to strengthen us, so that we can continue to grow into becoming that brother, that sister, that mother, becoming a forgiving, a loving, and humble person that Christ called us to be.